Hi guys, I'm back, I'm back. I came back. As you see, my eyebrows are already done. I'm going to go in with that e.l.f. concealer all over my lid, guys. That's going to be my base for my eyeshadow. I told you guys that I do that. I will put a base down with concealer. Now they'll put a little bit because it's not that much lighter over my brows because, baby, them brows are, whew, they need life to life resuscitation. I think I'm going to get them arched over the weekend. But I'm picking up that Real Techniques crease blending brush. And I told you guys what I use it for. To blend it in my concealer or whatever base I have over my brows and on my eyelids. So, yeah, you want to make sure that it's blended so that you guys can have the best application of shadow. There he is on your eyelid. Yes, guys, so as you see, I'm just making sure that I'm blending down and blending it in fully. You always want to make sure that you are blending out any shadow, any product fully so that you can get the right foundation. You want your shadows to apply effortlessly without, bumps and bruises and skipping. Some shadows may still skip. I'm going to go into the contour palette that you just saw me pull up, the powder one, so that I can set my eyelids. I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm just going to pack on that powder just to set that cream down or that liquid down that I put on with that e.l.f. concealer. So you see me going a little bit above my eyebrow again, in the middle, back to the lid, getting that process in and done as quickly as possible, but also making sure that it's neat. Now we're going to start with the Ultimate NYX Ultimate palette. That is the shade Neutrals. Yes, indeed. We're going with a neutral glam. I have my Jaclyn Hill blending brush to put my product all over my eyelid. So, guys, get ready to see this all drugstore look come to life. So I went in with the shade that's as close to my eyelid as, not as close as to my eyelid, but more so, like I told you, like those browns, those oranges, those type of colors to start off in, like my transition all over my lid. Those are the colors that I love to work with first. Definitely. Now, as you can also see here, I'm just blending and blending, and we're gonna continue to blend. I was watching YouTube while I was also doing this look. I was watching a couple of my favorite YouTubers. That's why you'll see me look up every so often or whatnot. But I'm definitely blending in as much as I can, trying to give you guys, you know, the steps that I would take. So I'm going to go into that next pretty orangey brownish color just to give it a little more kick and enhance the color. And as you see, I'm going back and forth windshield like motions. Also, I'm going to pick up my 441 brush by Morphe and also pack the color in and move it around, on a clean brush. Just to give it a little bit more to work with. I'm going to take that to the other side because I want to just show you guys that you can use that brush as well to add your shadow all over your lid. It's very versatile. So, and that's why I took it over there. And I just re-added the two colors that I used, put them together. That's all. That's pretty much it. So guys, yeah, now I am still putting orange and looking at the YouTube, as you can see, putting those colors on, and I'm just using the Morphe brush. I just want you guys, to again get a glimpse of you can use either type of brush. It's going to get you the same results. Now, as you can see, I'm heavily going in, and I'm working a color in the best that, I know how, going back, circular motions, windshield motions, making sure that it's blended and it's not really too harsh of any lines showing in my eyeshadow. So, yeah, that's why you keep seeing me going back and forth. Now, I'm going to be picking up this shade right here. It's still like the orangey shades. It's like 3 different shades in there like that. So I'm picking it up, and that's the one that's just a tad bit darker than the other 2. And I'm just going to put it a little bit on the side of my little V on my eye. Just want to make sure I'm preparing it to be, a little bit deepened, because I'm going for a neutral glam. So you kind of want to make it look more like it's smoked out. Kind of got that look to it. So yes, indeed. And I'm back on the other side of the eye. As you can see, blending for my life. Blending, blending, and blending again. So now I'm going to take the small taper brush. I'm going to apply it to my outer V. I'm going to use the same shade that's a little bit darker, but I'm going to make sure that as I'm putting it on there, it can get darker. So just a little bit goes a long way. I just want to make sure I'm taking it up, taking it, blending better, blending it out. Because soon I want to add my darker shade so that I can start smoking this look out. So here we go, right there. I'm going to add the darker shade to the furthest end. As you can see. Now, I'm patting it on and then I'm blending it out. Patting it on and blending it out. And I know it may look like sometimes we be hurting ourselves, because I know I'm very heavy-handed, and I try not to be like that with my clients. I always ask them, like, guys, am I hurting you? Because I know I'm heavy-handed, because I do not be hurting myself. It's very rare that, but to somebody else, to the naked eye, they think I'm beating my ass up. But yeah, I'm still trying to deepen that shade, deepen my V, because again, excuse me. Because again, I am definitely going for the glam smoked out look. So I just want to make it dark. Now with dark colors like black, the darker of the darker browns, you want to start off with a little on your brush and work your way up, because it's always easier to add shadow, but it's harder to take it away. And you don't want to go too deep into it where you're trying to take it away and you're making your colors bleed and go into each other. So yeah. So now when you guys see me go down like that, um I'm trying to deepen my crease in my outer V. So I had to literally find another palette, which is my Juvia's palette. Now look, it was a black right there, but it broke. So I'm just gonna take the darkest brown that they have and go in there. Yeah, I don't know what happened. My palette fell. The black just kept breaking and breaking. And as you can see, I'm adding that color and looking at YouTube. But I'm adding a color in, and you see that my crease in my outer V is gradually getting darker. And then I'm just going to go to the other side and apply the same amount of pressure on the side and make it look as even as possible. So yes, guys, I have that down. Putting down this darker shade and just smoking out that outer V and that crease. That is something that is very, I think it goes a long way with having a glam look. Comes together, it's fully glam. I almost dropped my palette again. That's why you saw me roll my eyes. I don't know what's up. Why that palette want to keep falling down and trying to kill itself, but I need my shadows, you know? I already done lost the black. I don't want to lose no other colors because it ain't really too many more that's going to make up for another color. So, yeah. But back to the blending drawing board. Now, guys, there wasn't no libations. I know you used to see me drinking wine. That was just some Minute Maid fruit punch that I was pretending was wine. But I'm still working on this shadow. And what I'm about to do with the shadow is I'm going to take some concealer and I'm just going to carve out a spot on my lid so that it can make my shimmer shade or glitter shade show better for you guys. Not just for you guys, but for the look period. Because I want to do like a darker glitter with, it's still going to be golden, but like more brownish, dark brown. And then add like a pop of a golden gold or more of a yellow gold. So this doesn't have to be perfect. This is not a crease or anything. It's just so you can lay down your shadow and have a foundation for it. That's all. Nothing special at all. Nothing too hard. You'll be able to do this in your sleep. But again, you know, I just took a smaller brush because my lid is so small, and make sure that the brush, it was a brush that I used for my eyebrows. You could use like an eyebrow brush or anything like that. It would definitely be big enough for your lid, for that little space on your lid. So I'm just making sure that I get both sides as even as possible. And I'm going to go back in with my taper brush that had the dark color and just reapply that color where I lost it from adding the concealer. That's what I'm doing. I'm just reapplying that particular color where I lost it. I'm going to do it on both sides because I lost it on both sides, you know. So, yeah, you want to make sure that you definitely Pick up that color on both sides and blend it the best that you know how. Put it back in there, pack it on. That's when you do more of the patting motion, not as much as the windshield or swiping motions. You just pack it on, pack it in, making sure that you get the color back. Now that's my regular shader brush, and I'm gonna go into that to a darker shadow. That's for my lid. Like I said, it's a darker brown, but it still is like a shimmer shade, and it's like in the golden family, but just a little darker. You're just gonna see me apply that color, pack it on, no real swiping motions. I'm packing it in there, trying to get the best, application of the color and make sure that it's fully seen throughout my eyelid. Because sometimes dark shades don't always show up the way that we want them to. So yeah, just want to make sure that I packed it on. So yeah, guys, just make sure you're packing it in. No swiping. Please don't swipe because you do not want to lose the color, nor do you want to have the foundation that you built with that new concealer mess up. You still want to have like a nice foundation. And I'm going in with the Jacqueline Hill Dome brush. And I'm going to take that real golden gold and put it in my inner tear duct and bring it down some. Now, the putting this in the inner tear duct and bringing it down, this step can be like towards your ending, because you do have to put concealer and foundation up under your eyes. So you can definitely save that for last. I got a little anxious because I wanted to see how it was going to turn out, because I had this idea in my head. And it came very close to what I was thinking. So I'm cool with it. But you definitely can save that step for the last step. But yes, I'm loving it. Truly, truly loving it. I'm just gonna take that brush that I had, that transitional olive lid color, and I just wanna go back and forth at the top of my lid and just make sure it's smoothed out. That's what you see me doing. Now it's on to the face, guys. I'm going to put down my e.l.f. primer. As you can see, this is the mattifying primer. This is not the primer putty, poreless putty. That's not that one. I ran out of that one. Got to get some more. Got to get me some more. But I got my foundation brush, like I told y'all, that you can apply. I got a lot on that brush. Child. I wasn't thinking that it didn't look like a lot until I just held it up. But yes, I got a lot on that brush. But guys, please make sure you blend in your primer. I have a little concealer like under my eyes, so that's where you're seeing like the brown from. 'Cause this primer is white, but you just go in and you just put it in your skin and get your skin right. Whatever primer you may use. For me, I have to use the mattifying primer because I'm oily. But again, that was talked about, in my 3-part series. So if you need more tips and tricks, if you came to this video first, go to the first 3 videos and see different methods for skin type, different foundations, eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks, and how to use these brushes. Now, guys, On to the concealer. That's my concealer brush. And I'm putting the concealer under my eye. Putting it down, applying it now. Where I will be, what you call that? Correcting, color correcting. Because I do have like dark circles under my eyes. And I also like to apply my concealer under my cubic bowl over that area too, and any spots that I have. And I like to carve out the sides of my eyes just to make my shadow more neat and more precise, give it more precision. So that's what I'm doing there. Just carving out and color correcting. That's it and that's all. Now guys, it's on to the foundation. That is Maybelline and Mocha that I'm using. I mixed a little more foundation with it just to give it a darker foundation. I'll link it in the description box, but it's also Fit Me as well. It's Fit Me, Lord. It's also Super Stay as well. So I mixed them two together to try to get, my perfect shade. Some days you'll get your perfect shade, some days you won't. But yeah, I tried to do what I could do to get as close to my perfect shade as I could. So I got my foundation brush that I use to, mix it up with. But that's the brush right there. That's the Real Technique Expert brush right there. And I'm just taking the color off of my hand and patting it into my skin. And with my foundation I'm using is matte. And usually when you have matte foundations, if you are a beginner, I would say work one side and then go to the next. Don't be all over the place like I am. I'm used to using it. This foundation isn't as matte as some can be. Like the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. That's a matte foundation. So this one right here, this one is pretty much okay to go from one side to the other, and work back and forth. I do that a lot. But some foundations, you'll mess up and it'll dry too quick. You'll be trying to work that product out. So that's why I suggest if you're a beginner and you really don't know the foundation too well, start on one side and then once you're done with one side, go to the next. Now guys, that's my concealer that I'm about to use for my under eye highlight, the bridge of my nose highlight, cubic bow and chin. It's Matte Elf. It's one of my favorites. I love the more golden tone that it brings to my skin. So yeah, I'm applying that on my face and getting it fine tuned to look nice. Give myself a little highlight and add me a little contour. Bring some life back to my face because the face get a little flat once you are done doing that. Once you are done putting all that foundation all over your face, you're going to get some flatness and you just need to bring your face back to life. Now for me, I don't contour to really shape my face or like take away or make it more narrow because I do have a fat face. My contour is more so for me to bring life back to my skin, to my face, and give it more structure to have, the look of I applied a full face, not just a full face of foundation. Now we're coming in with the concealer brush that I used before. As you can see, I'm just concealing and, bringing that concealer out, breaking it down with the brush first. Up and down my nose, the sides of my face, both sides. You want to work that concealer in your skin. You see how I'm pressing it in to get it on in there. Now onto the sponge. As you can see, I'm working that makeup in my skin with the sponge. The brush helped bring it out a lot. So now it's just on to the sponge and getting it where it needs to be. Down my nose, on the side of my face. Just working it in. Work, 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 work. Work, 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 work. You gotta make it work, 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 work. Work that concealer in, y'all. You wanna have a highlight, but you don't wanna have no flashback. You don't want it to really be like cakey up under your eye. You want it to be as smooth as, you can get it. So yeah, work that foundation. Work that concealer up under your eyes, darling. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. Now I'm gonna go into my contour palette. That is the cream one by Black Radiance. And I'm about to carve out my contour. Well, before I carve out my contour, I'm going to put my powder down for my contour, for my highlight under my eye. As you can see, I forgot about that. But it don't matter because this particular concealer, it's a little drying. Don't get me wrong, it will dry you quickly. But let's say that you had a concealer that was more of a radiant or dewy concealer that didn't dry, wasn't matte at all. You could have still went in with your contour and then came back and, baked up under your eye. It's all up to you. So, yeah. As you can see, I'm gonna place that up under my eyes, on my nose, everywhere where I highlighted. I'm gonna place that particular powder. Now let the contouring begin. Pull out the palette, and it's the cream to contour palette, and it's medium to dark. That is my particular shade, and I love this palette. As I said before in my 3-part series, I don't think it's no palette on the market that's better. So I just picked up like a dome shape brush. You can use that, or you can use any brush that will get like into the narrow hollows of your cheeks. And that's where you can refer back to my brushes video just to see. This was one of the brushes that I did choose. And we're just gonna contour our face. Now that contour, I'll work on it. It was a little, I could have got a brush that was a little more narrow, but it's fine. We can always bring it in and, bring it out. But this is somewhat of my favorite part. Because, see, I'm not carving out anything, really. I'm not that contour girl. I'm more of a natural contour. I want the makeup to last. And I want it to look natural. I don't want to look really carved out and this and that. I want it to be more natural. And I want it to look like it's like my skin, more than boom, bam, a line here, a line there. I see what I don't really want it to be that precise, you know? So, yeah. So, guys, now I'm about to put my powder down with this contour. I'm going to use the black brush instead of the orange one. That's the contour color right there. I'm just going to finish carving out my face and setting that cream with a powder. Because that's what we do. Set cream and liquid with powder. That's how it goes. That's the rules of the road. Alright? Wherever we put a cream and a powder, when we put a cream in the liquid, I'm going to apply powder over it. So yes, guys, bring that contour all on the forehead. Bring it on the face. I'm going to bring it back down. Like I tell you guys, I like to do my lower jawline because of my neck. So, yeah. So now, guys, I'm going back in since I've done my contour. It's time to just blend out and blend in, pressing in my under eye highlight just to make sure it's in there and everything is pretty much squared away. You always want to just go back and touch that area up. I was okay with it, but I just want to make sure that I went in. So yes, guys, that's what I did. Went in there to touch it up. Touch it up, touch it up, touch it up. And I wanted to also take the lip powder and touch up my nose contour. Now, sometimes I put powder just on my nose. I don't always put cream. I did put a little cream, but it wasn't like noticeable. And now I'm just setting it with that powder. You just bring it up into, your eye area. Some people go as high as their brow. I don't. I keep it more so within the lines of my eyeshadow and bring it more in. To me, that looks more natural on me. So that's my nose contour for you right there, baby. Y'all see it's coming together. Now this is a powder that I didn't add, and I forgot about it, but it's the Loose Fit Me powder, and I have it in deep, and I love this powder. And I guess I didn't add it because I didn't remember it. I haven't worn it in so long. So yeah, I'm about to take that orange brush that you guys see and just press my powder in and put it on my face. As you can see, it's so beautiful, guys, and it just goes into your skin effortlessly. I love this powder. I can't believe I forgot about it. But yes, the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. I love it. Now, as you can see, here go my bronzer. I love this bronzer. Like I think it's the right amount of red for my skin and the right amount of it's still brown. It doesn't make you look like you have on blush. It still looks like a bronzer. CoverGirl snapped when they created this. I absolutely love this bronzer, and I will be ordering many more. I'm going to be ordering some for my kit. It was my first go round with it, and I absolutely love and adore it. So, yes. Look at that bronze look. Look at it. Oh, I love it. And make sure, especially if you want ponytails or pixie cuts or anything short wigs and things, get your ears. Please make sure you get your ears, guys. Now, guys, I'm about to highlight. There go my little fan brush. I'm about to highlight to Xfinity and beyond. That's how I feel about my highlight. I love a loose highlight. And I just use the Black Radiance contour palette, the powder highlight. I think it's very golden and I love it. I just love to highlight my face. Sometimes I will go overboard, but this time I think I kept it a little more subtle, just a little bit. And I also want to show y'all that same brush. That brush right there that I just held up, that's the real MVP brush. It's good for so many different uses. And I'm going to show you how to highlight with that as well. So you see, it made it just a little bit more prominent. You can see the highlight just a little bit more, not too much. I didn't want to overly highlight, but yes. Come. Yes, baby. Now I'm about to put on my spray. I'm using the Black Radiance Long Lasting Spray. It's okay, y'all. I wouldn't recommend going to buy it. It's something that I had in my, next to me in my drawer or whatever. But, like I drown myself in spray. But, yeah. It's cool. I think it's something to start off like to make your makeup settle, but nope, not that one. Look at all these lippies I got, guys. These are all the red lips. I'm only gonna show you 3 of those red lips. I wanted to give you guys a variety. That's my favorite, the Lady Balls. The Elf is my second favorite. And then I have Cherry Skies by NYX, which I didn't even know I had, but I'm happy I found it because it's very pretty. So yes, I'm gonna also use the lip liner. The lip liner is by NYX, it's the Lip Suede. So guys, here comes the first lippy. Watch me apply the lip liner first. I love these lip liners. I think they are amazing. Like, I really do. I think that they are great. So, look at that lip. Sometimes when I line my lips, I only want to use gloss sometimes. They kind of look black, but it's really a deep purple. Remember back in the day when we used to do the black line on your lips? But there it goes. Cherry Skies. Start off with that one by NYX. Baby, when I seen this color, I was like, I did not know that this was gonna look like this. I did not know. Absolutely love it. I really do. Can't y'all see I'm feeling it? I am feeling it. Like, feeling it. The kid is so cute. And I was so shocked, like, what? Like, for real, though? Yes. I told y'all, I may not like red, but I love me a red lip. Look at me. Can't you tell? She's feeling it. Yes, she is. Love it. Oh, guys, this lip was so hard to get off. Oh my God. Now, I don't know if that lippy will be transfer proof with these masks, but let's go into lip number 2, which I just showed you, was e.l.f. Red Vixen. Love it. Reline the lips. Same liner. It's going to be for all the looks. It will be the same old liner. Same old, same old, same old liner. Now, you can tell this one of my favorites. I love this lip. This lip is so dynamic to me. I think it is so pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. Y'all see how I'm coming alive? Look how I'm coming alive. Look, just look. Just look at how I'm coming alive. I absolutely love it. Absolutely. Yes, look. Y'all go dancing again. You can tell I'm enjoying it. You can tell. You can tell. You can tell. Look at me. You know I'm a whole fool. Look at how everything goes. Yes, yes, and yes. Love it. Second favorite lip, baby. Now we on to the last and final lip. My favorite lip in the bunch. Can't you tell? This is my favorite. This is by far the best lippy that I feel like on me. It's just, I don't know. To everybody, that the reds may look a little the same to y'all, but to me, they don't look the same. I love the look of them. I really, really do. So, I don't know. But guys, I'm so happy to have found this particular red. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I really do. You see I'm using a lip. It's not really a lip brush. Like I said, you can manipulate brushes. That's more like a brush to put on like cream liner. But I love the firmness of it, so I use it to blend in lips. Look at my face. Ooh. I love it. I absolutely love this color. It's just a new level. It's like a whole nother level. I love all my reds. But those 3, those are my top tier that you will catch me in. That's not name brand or high-end. That's drugstore. I'm not really gonna say not. To me, paying $15 almost for a lip gloss isn't cheap. I don't care who made it, but the quality of lip bar, I appreciate them. So it's not drying. It still feels good on your lips. So I'm just mixing it in there. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Beautiful, beautiful girl. Can't you just look at me? Just look at me. I am loving this. Yes. 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 Millie Rock, baby. Millie Rock. Millie Rock. Millie Rock. And voila. Guys, I hope that this video really helped you guys. I hope it helped you create a great glam holiday look. I will be posting some more looks, definitely on my IG channel, which is Totally Toya versus Latoya 36. I will have it in the video somewhere up here, somewhere down here. I don't know, but I have it. And I just created me a Facebook, guys. It's the same thing, Totally Toya versus Latoya. I'm not sure if it's 36, but I will have a link so you can know that too. But guys, I just wanted to come to you with a cute Christmas glam look. I hope by using drugstore products. Everything I used was drugstore. And the products that I showed that I used are the products that you can find at, like I said before, Ulta, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, all them have it. So yeah, this top that I have on is it's like what, 2 years old, I think. Yeah, I think it's 2 years old. It is 2 years old. I wore this like to a Christmas party at my job 2 years ago. So everybody enjoy. I'm glad that you tuned in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. And I'm glad to bring you a quarantine glam video. And there'll be many more to come. I just wanted to make sure I got this one out for you guys. But I will have some more looks. And like I said, they'll be posted on my Facebook and my Instagram. So go on right ahead. This wig is what I call my little bumming it wig. My little bogus wig. I told you I got a story time for that. It stays with a hat on it. Because it do good for a little bit and then it start doing whatever it wants. That's another story for another day, but this is the final look, and I'm thankful that you guys came over to my channel. Again, subscribe, like, turn on your notifications so you can get my videos. Click the first bell that say all notifications, so whatever I post you will know about. Because you know, YouTube, I guess it's like a lot different. It's been like that for like a year or so, maybe 2. But yeah, so I hope you guys love this look. I hope that it was easy enough for you. If you have any questions, if you want me to try to do any other like glam looks with like maybe a different lip or so, please come on through and show me what you would like to see. Leave it in the comments. These 3 different looks in the video, try on. This is my number 1, my number 2, and my number, y'all, this wasn't even my number 3. I just found this somewhere, like looking for reds, because I got so many reds, it's crazy, or whatever. I might do another glam look with a burgundy, with some pretty burgundies or whatever, so that you guys can get a feel for that particular color too, because burgundy looks good for Christmas. You don't have to be red, but this is my first red ever that I think I ever had, ever. So yeah, guys, thank you so very much for tuning in, for being there, for coming to share with me. And I will link these 3 lippies below. But this NYX one is called Cherry Skies. The Elf one is called Red Vixen. And the lip bar, my favorite, is called Lady Boss. So yeah, you guys enjoy. Whenever you see this video, whether it's at night, in the morning, in the afternoon, enjoy your day, enjoy your time, be safe, keep wearing your mask, do the best that you can to protect yourself and your family. And again, it's okay not to be okay. Make sure you let people know how you feel during this time, because quarantine has definitely hurt some hearts and definitely hurts some mindsets, but we have to stay as strong as we can. Deuces. I love you guys.